What's up, everybody? Blood on the Razor Wire TV. It's been a minute. We're going to recap some of the things that we were out there doing. We'll talk about some of the things going on in the world. We're going to talk about that little dice game today. We'll talk about a couple things, man. I'll give you guys an update on some of the people that we talked to out on the street. I know people want to know, hey, did they call you? Did they look for help? What's going on? We'll talk about all that. Sab, what's up? Glad to see you here. I wonder if Country and everybody will be in here too. Something's going on with my YouTube screen right here. I don't know what the hell is here, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. 13 people in the house, man. Hit that like button. We're going to talk about what it's like to die alone, man. You know, so many people die alone, right? We're going to talk about Takeoff, right? Let me see. I owe a book of stamps, bro. What do you owe a book of stamps for, kid? What's up? You've been owing me a flat book, man, since back in the day. Hold on one second. Let me just make sure I got this. You know, there's a bunch of information coming out about who was at the dice game and Jay Prince's dice game and his people and all that stuff. Tyler, what's up, man? It's been a minute since I've seen you. Brian Nally, Country in the house, Matt in the house, Craig. Glad to see Florida up in here today. Anyway, man, I dropped that video earlier, man. We're going to do a live tonight. I know I've been missing in action. Wait for some people to get in here, man. We talk about some serious stuff. Talk about some of the things I've seen, man. Dice games. Leon Swan, what's up, man? Leon, what country are you in, man? I was just in Bermuda. What country are you in, brother? So anyway, I know you guys seen that other video the other night, man. I said, man, we're going to end this thing the way that it started, right? And for real, I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. It was a couple days, man, where I was debating whether or not I was going to just kind of like step away, man, from the YouTube channel and kind of shut this thing down, right? How do I get a signed copy of your book? That's another thing, man, that I paid for the books and they got delivered, and I don't know, man. Allegedly, someone may have stolen the box. I don't know what's going on, but they say they delivered them. I never got them. I was away. So I got to figure that all out. I have no more books left. I got one book that I had sent to someone months ago that got returned because they gave me the wrong address. U.S. territory. Okay, you're in St. Thomas, south of Bermuda. All right. Anyway, man, beautiful over there, right? Hit that like button for us, man. Something's up with my like button over here. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button, man. Let's get 100 likes. And I'm going to give away 3 audio books tonight. How's that sound? 3 people get free audio books tonight. If we can get 100 likes. We got 65 in the house. Hit the like button. The like button's looking kind of funny tonight. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's broke, whatever. But anyway, let's talk about this young man, 28 years old, on top of the world. When you see him, those of you that, you might not be fans of the culture, fans of rap music, whatever, but you might know some of his songs. You might know who Cardi B is. You might know who Offset is. But anyway, Takeoff was kind of like a laid back dude, right? Most people say he was laid back, kind of humble, respectful, doing his own thing. You know what I mean? Yeah, we'll talk more about the YouTube getting shut down in a minute too. So anyway, listen, and I'll answer the comments in a minute, all right? But this kid's 28 years old, living his best life. I kind of did that video earlier, dropped it real quick, and then did it live because we've been kind of missing in action. I did some throwbacks while I was gone, so we had some videos pumping, keep everybody engaged. But keeping it real, man, like some people might not realize this, but YouTube really is like a job. Like I got a different job, you know what I mean? I do legal work, all of that stuff. And then YouTube is a job, but we'll talk about that. So anyway, man, this kid's 28 years old, man. He's at a private party. There's supposed to be 40, 50 people there. It's Halloween. There's video that just dropped where, his Uncle Quavo's in there. He's kind of beefing. He's arguing. It looks like he starts working with a couple people with the hands. Next thing you know, you start hearing the gunshots. Pop, 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 pop. And then some of you have seen the video. TMZ dropped the video, right? Like they get all that stuff, man. People don't just send that shit to them people for free. I'm sure they're paying for that stuff, man. And your boy ain't got the bread to be paying for it. You know what I mean? But anyway, so I seen the video of the kid again, man. Another kid just laying in a pool of blood, man. It's like, the rappers used to be, glamorized. People in the music industry glamorized. Like, yo, man, I want to be like that dude. Now it's like, man, everybody. Like people are targeting, like rappers are being targeting, right? You're going to target these cats, man. They got jewels on. They got money. And there's people like, man, he shouldn't be at no dice game anyway. Listen, man, the man probably had plenty of money. And it wasn't probably about the money. It was about, man, talking shit. People were playing dice when I was younger, man. We'd be in a crack spot. We'd be playing dice. Unfortunately, I was kind of the leader of my group. And we'd be playing dice in there, talking shit. It was all part of the moment, man. These dudes are out there. They're having fun. What else are they going to do for fun? Sit home and play PlayStation? Nah. I mean, these dudes are out. They think they're good, man. You're amongst a bunch of people with money. And I don't think it was over money. I mean, it was over a beef. Maybe they were like, nah, man, yo, you didn't put, nah, man, I shot the 4, man. You didn't, nah, you aced out, man. Nah. And they start beefing over whatever. And the next thing you know, man, this man's laying there dead. Somebody has to bury a son. Someone has to bury a cousin, a brother, a friend. And I've seen various videos going up where, dudes are like bugging out, crying like this rap shit. I'm done with it. I'm done. It's over. And sometimes you got to wonder, like, man, what's up? What are you really thinking about? How many people died that now? We got 51 people, man. Some people need an audio book tonight. So let's hit that like button. I think I don't know if that stuff helps the YouTube channel. I don't know. I don't break my back on, just doing only YouTube. I'm in this chair, man, 14, 15 hours a day. Thankfully I work from home a lot, so I can go upstairs and, talk to the babies, hang out with them a little bit and, see my wife there in the day, whatever. But I work, man. I work hard too. And, as far as the YouTube thing goes, it's Rockhound Custom, man. You're going to get a free audio book. We only got 58 likes. I'm going to send you an audio book tonight, or it might be in the morning. Email me at freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. You're getting a free audio book. All right? Yeah, man. It's just like everything's just so disappointing, man, right now. You feel like, damn, man, some dudes like, listen, you guys want to know the truth, man? I'll show you the truth. So everybody can see. So everybody knows, you know what I mean? And we're going to talk about some of the stuff like that happens with YouTube tonight. What is YouTube really like? And we're going to talk about never dying alone. What do you guys think? You guys think that man died alone? Do you think he laid on the floor? Do you think he knew he was dying when he was hit? Or do you think he died instantly? Do you think he was thinking like, damn, man, I'm here all by myself, man. I'm here all alone. Nobody to help me. Tonight, we're going to motivate some people, man. We're going to do some motivational speaking tonight as well. So, hey, Chad, how did you rock with that one white guy but still rock with the other whites? We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll get to that stuff. I need you to ask more specifically. He got a headshot. He was gone. I wonder if your spirit knows. I wonder if, he gets a headshot, but his spirit's there looking at him. For those, that believe in that stuff. Halloween was pretty much over, 2:30 in the morning. Do you think his spirit looked down on him like, this is it, bro? This is it. Do you feel like he died alone? Like, damn, man. Then you got the lady over there. She's talking about she was a nurse and I can help him. And Quavo's on the phone. What can she do? Dying alone. And I titled this Never Die Alone before this stuff had happened. And then I added him to the thumbnail. Because I do think, man, that it's Free Jay Williams, homie, Jacob M. Jay gave you big respect. Oh, yeah? I'm going to hit Jay up, man. I know he had reached out to me, man, but I was on this boat and didn't have no reception, bro. And I'm like, damn, man, I missed the one call that I needed. But it's all good, man. So anyway, I was in prison with this dude named John, right? I told you guys, I used to go up in Lexington. I used to go up to the medical floor. I told you guys this before, and I'd help them dudes out when compassionate release dropped. They couldn't file their own stuff. The old man, John, he had Alzheimer's, right? Some days he was cool as hell. Some days he wasn't. He was a guy that got manipulated by a lawyer, and he copped out to like 1,900 years, right? Or 1,900 months. Like he copped out to a life sentence, man, for robbing banks. The law changed. I tried to help him, try to get him out, but I wasn't able to get him out. And sometimes I would go up there and he'd be real cool. This was like my dude, right? This is the dude that I took care of. There was like 3 or 4 of us. We all had one specific dude that we helped out, like super helped out. And I go up there and be like, what's up, John? How are you, man? And he'd look at me some days and say, who the F are you? I'm like, man, it's Chad, man. What's up? I'm your lawyer. What's up? And he'd go, oh yeah, you are my lawyer, aren't you? And some days he'd be normal and some days he'd lose it. Some days he's not supposed to go to chow by himself. He's supposed to eat on the unit. Some days this man would be down there at chow, right? And I'd be like, man, John, what are you doing? He's like, what do you think I'm doing? I'm eating lunch. And sometimes when he wasn't going crazy, Jay's bro was locked up. I know he wants someone to help him with clemency, right? Well, you tell Jay Williams if they want to do a clemency, I'll do it for free for his partner. And then we'll show everybody what it looks like, what a clemency package looks like, and how much work goes into it. But anyway, sometimes John would be normal. And he'd be like, Chad, man, I want to tell you something, man. I'm in prison with all this time. Sometimes he knew how much time he had. He said, I don't want to die here, man. I never want to die alone. He said, that's one thing I'm going to tell you, man. You ever get out of jail, he said, make sure you get a good woman so you'll never die alone. He said, I'm going to die alone in here. Don't you know I'm going to die alone in here? And I'd be like, damn, bro. And that shit used to hit me, man. Never die alone. And then when I get out of prison, I see all these young dudes out here, right, dying. All these rappers getting shot, headshots laying in the street. I think, what was there, 2 murders on Mike D? How many people got killed last night in our city? 2 got shot, 1 died. And you see all these young dudes, you're like, damn, man, dementia. Yes, he had dementia. I'm sorry, dementia. And you look at these dudes, man, when they're laying on the ground, man, that other kid, who was that, PNB Rock? I seen that video. Someone had sent that to me right away. And you see the man right there, like, I think he knew that he was dying. And you're like, damn, man, that dude's dying alone. Sometimes we want to be in the street, right? Sometimes, and I'm going to give you another big story tonight. Sometimes one died, 1 critical, 1 recovered. Unbelievable. Sometimes people don't have a choice, man. Sometimes you're going to die alone. Sometimes you're going to die right here in this prison bed. Sometimes you're going to die in an alley somewhere getting high because your addiction is taking over. Sometimes you're going to lay on the ground, man, because someone wanted to steal your necklace, man. And you're going to die alone. A lot of these dudes are living this life. And I'm going to give you the example, and he's probably going to get mad at me, right? This kid's probably going to get mad at me. The kid that I interviewed, man, he's like my brother, right? DJ. He's my best friend, man. He gets arrested. He's got some pretty serious charges. And you know what, man? When he was out here, he was alone, man, all his life. And he called me, and he said, man, I want to tell you something, man. When you went to jail, man, it was like I lost my big brother. It was like I lost my guidance, man. He said, and that's how I got involved in, the stuff that he got involved in, the gang life, the street life. He was living this street life, man. And now he's 44 years old. He's sitting in a jail cell looking at life. He's looking at a life sentence. And now the shit's real. Now he's like, damn, man. Now he regrets all the decisions that he made. Matt Dewey, no problem, man. Tell you guys go hit Jay Williams up tonight. You tell Jay Williams, hit me up, and I'll do that clemency petition for free. I'll put the whole package together. You guys will get to see what one looks like. You get to see how much work goes into it. I don't have a problem doing that. But now this man's looking at like, wow, man. And I used to live that life, right? When I was out here getting money, I'm selling drugs and thinking I was tough, and running around doing, shit that we thought was gangster shit. I seen a dude the other day, today say, man, you're 40 years old talking about you're a street dude. Like, yo, what's up? Like, what's going on? You're a street dude? I'll talk to another one of the homies, man, that got 47 years, was a straight gangster out here in the street. Some people from the Rock might know him, T-Real. He's like, man, listen, I ain't no street dude no more. This is one of the most dangerous dudes in our city. Changed his life. Ended up with 47 years, got a sentence reduction. He's going to come home soon. Talked to that brother the other day. Like, damn, bro, I don't want to live that life no more. And when you're sitting in a prison cell with that kind of time, you start thinking like, man, I don't want to live this life no more. I don't want to be in the street no more. And maybe sometimes, when you're a rapper, remember we always say what? The image that you project is the image that you have to protect. So these dudes think, man, that, I got, rocking these, jewels and I'm going out. And even like Kanye West, man, this dude's like eating in the hood at a restaurant. All right, bro. You've been talking all that, trash, all that shit. And now you're in the hood eating at a restaurant. Like, bro, something might happen to you. You're in a dangerous environment, man. But back to the whole, the rapper thing, man. Sometimes these dudes are projecting an image, man, and they got to protect that, man. You got to be an all the time tough guy. And I'm not saying that any of these dudes deserve to die because I don't believe that, man. I believe that it's too bad we don't live in a world where you can, I got me a little chain, man. My chain don't cost much. But man, this shit's crazy, man, when you think about it. It's just wild, man. It's just wild. It's too bad we live in a world where people want your shit, the shit that you worked for, the shit that you worked hard for, right? And, the Stone Sailor, what's up, bro? Glad to see you in here for real, man. But, man, you want to, you only go to Anaheim, IB Roscoe's, he is tripping. Yeah, some of these people are crazy, man. You think these dudes are getting all this money, man? You're living this life. Those are the circles that you're in now. These are the circles that you're rocking in. I got a friend, man, Mike the Credit Champ. And you guys know who Mike the Credit Champ is? Did some time in federal prison, got out. He started doing his thing. And I'm going to keep him 100, man. He'll fix your credit, man. Mike the Credit Champ. Check him out on Michael Chancellor. You can check him out on Facebook. Type in Mike the Credit Champ if you need some help. He didn't pay me for that. He don't even know I'm saying this. But when he first came home, man, he was getting money, and I seen him with the jewels on, and he's like, yo, and he was in the, kind of in that life. But I've watched that dude do a complete turnaround, man, where he's about that money, man. He's about building a business, about building his life. He stepped away from all the flashy jewels. He's like, man, maybe I better get away from this stuff, man. And he's from Texas. He's like, man, I'm going to live my best life. And I see the man doing that. He's living his best life. And that's what we all should be doing. That's what we should all be aspiring to do, right? Live your best life. See, I did all that time in prison, but some people, don't know, but I came home with a plan, man. And I stuck to everything that was in my plan almost about 90%. 90%. I came home, man. Just remember, I went to prison and I spent 17 years, 5 months, and 21 days in prison straight. But I had a plan, man. I had that book. I said, the book's going to be my stepping stone. This is going to be the other thing that I'm going to do. I'm going to put the paralegal and prison consultant firm together. I'm going to make this stuff work. That's one thing about people that have been to prison. You work, man. You hustle. That's why I could come in this office for 14, 15 hours a day. That's why I only sleep 5.5 hours a night. Then usually about the 12th, 13th day, I tell my wife, like, yo, I'm exhausted. And I got to lay it down. And that's the day that I lay it down. Then I go hard again for 13 days. Because in prison, when you got a sentence like that, you can sit back and just do your time and spend the rest of your life in prison. Or you could work every day to get out of prison. And that's what I did, man. I worked every single day to get out of prison. I don't care if it was a letter to a senator. I don't care if I wrote a motion. I don't care if I wrote a letter to my judge. I don't care if I took a class. Every day, man, I was working to try to get out of prison, man. I wanted my life back. And that was my mentality when I came out here. I said, man, I'm getting out of prison, man. How old am I now? Anybody know? I said, man, I'm getting out of prison, man, in my 40s, my early 40s, with nothing. I got to make something happen. I got nowheres to live. I'm going to go home and live with my mother, right, in the hood, right? Like, damn, man, I don't want to live there. And I didn't. I actually went to live somewhere else. I went to live with my uncle, who also lived in the hood. It used to be a semi-okay neighborhood. So, when I went to prison, when I got out, they're out there shooting in the street. First week I'm out. Bullet comes through the closet, floor in the room that I live in. I'm like, man, I'm not staying here. I'm out of here. I went and had to stay at a hotel with the very little bit of money I had. But I knew that I had a plan, man. I had to stick to it. And that's what people need to have. You need to have a plan, man. And you need to stick to it. But you got to really weigh, what is it you really want in life? What is it that you really want in life? Think about that. If you want to get high, then that's what you want in life. If you want to have a house, then you're going to work hard to get a house. If you want to have a house, a car, a family, a wife, or if you're a woman, you want to have a good husband, you're going to work for that stuff, man. And you ain't going to take no shorts. You have to work. And that's what I did, man. I came out here and I worked, man. I worked. And I said, you know what? I have to really work. I have to win these cases. Because if you win cases, then people will talk about you and you'll get more cases. And that's what I did in prison. I worked. I like to win. I like to win because you know what? You help somebody. Number two, I despise some of the shit that the government does to people. They put people in bad positions. And number three, I made a couple of dollars here and there to survive in prison. And it's the same thing out here. You have to survive. And don't get it twisted, man. There's people that get mad at me. Everybody wants to win. I can't win every case, but I try. Just won another big case. Brother had 32 years. I spent time with this brother in Raybrook. He was in the law library. Every day this man was in the law library. And you know what? When it comes to the law, man, some people get it. A lot of people don't. This was a brother that couldn't truly grasp the law. He spent 10 years in the law. The last 10, 11 years of his life have been in the law library. And sometimes you can't grasp things. He was one of them dudes. So he reached out to me. Chad, man, I need your help. I said, you know what, man? I know you've been there a long time. I know you ain't got none. I'm going to do your shit for free. He's like, man, I really appreciate it, man. I really appreciate it. So pretty much I do his stuff for free. Then he's like, hey, man, what's your Cash App? And I think his family sent me $300 on Cash App. Kind of covered some of my costs, right? For Pacer, pulling up paperwork, printing, postage, whatever. And we went in there, we won that case. 32 years. I got his sentence reduced to 17. He had 32 years. He's going home in 24 months. But he sends me an email. And this pissed me off a little bit. You know, I like this brother a lot, but he pissed me off. Man, I got to appeal this. The judge, he abused his discretion, man. And I'm like, dude, I got right on that email. Let me tell you something, bro. All them years you've been in the law library, you don't understand the law? The judge used his discretion and gave you compassion. He didn't have to do that, brother. He didn't have to do that for you. You can't appeal this for an abuse of discretion. This man just took all that time off your sentence, man. You went from 32 years to 17. You should be writing the judge a thank you letter. You know what he wrote me today? Maybe I hope I didn't erase it. Maybe I'll go take a picture. You know what, man? I wrote him a thank you letter. And you know, when I did that case, the judge ended up appointing the federal defender's office. And the federal public defender, which I posted a few days ago on the community, the federal public defender, the first person that has ever done this, you know, we worked together, filed the reply. I wrote the original. That was like 35, 40 pages. The reply is like 10. She put my name on the reply as by her and me. She acknowledged my work. And a long time ago, there was a guy named Wayne Jiafu. I was in prison with in Raybrook, New York, right? Hit that like button for us, man. We'll start giving away some books here in a minute. So anyway, life is definitely not a rap video. So anyway, I ended up working with this lawyer on that Wayne Jiafu case. Right after Johnson came out in the Second Circuit, there was some stuff going on over there. And I'm like, Wayne Jiafu, I'm like, yo, we need to file this now, bro. You got to listen to me. There's another jailhouse lawyer telling me, well, you got to wait till everything pans out. I said, you do what you want to do, man. I wrote Wayne Jiafu's stuff. We filed it. I win. They go down there. Prosecution agrees to the 2255. We win. 2 weeks later, the Second Circuit, the circuit that he's in, comes back and changes the law and says, no, that stuff was wrong. Not on the Wayne Jiafu case, but on the other cases. And what happens to Wayne Jiafu? He's already out. But had he listened to that other jailhouse lawyer, his ass still be in jail. But guess who the lawyer was? It was this same lawyer. So when I hit her up and said, hey, it's Chad Marks, I remember, you know, Wayne Jiafu. She's like, oh, my God, yeah, great. We talk. We get it figured out. We go in there. We win that case. But that's just a little bit about, you know, you got a lawyer to share the credit. Yes. And I'm thankful for him, man. Deidre Von Dornum, one of the best lawyers in New York City, federal public defender. Some people think public defenders, oh, man, I don't want no public pretender. Some of the best lawyers in the country are public defenders. Unfortunately, they're overworked, overburdened. But anyway, don't ask. Big fan of what you do. I got out of Florida prison 2020. My dad's doing 40 in Florida. Damn, bro. I appreciate you. BX, man. Bronx in the house. Hit us with the 99 cents. We appreciate you, brother. And that's the other thing, man. We're going to listen, man. FCI Ellenwood's laid back regardless, man. He's gonna be fine, probably. Things ain't what people think they are, man. You go to the penitentiary, you might be in danger. But FCI Ellenwood, nice place, waits, laid back. He's probably okay over there. But anyway, back to the YouTube thing, right? So I don't know, man. Sometimes it is a little frustrating, right? YouTube. And people think like, you know, there are YouTubers out there. Let's not make no mistakes. There are YouTubers out there that make 50, 60,000 a month. Some of them dudes, like I seen the one dude who interviewing all the top YouTube guys. And they're like, yo, what how much money did you make or whatever? And some of the dudes are making 100,000. Dudes like, I made 100,000 in 1 month. I'm like, holy shit. But so you guys know, I want you to see it. Let me pull this up so you can see. As for YouTube, so this month I think we get paid. Estimated revenue right now is $3,300. All right. So look at that. Can you see that? So you know. You guys all know what I make. Because some people are like, oh, you're living good. You're on a vacation. And we're going to talk a little bit about YouTube and what YouTube really is. So I think we made $3,300 or whatever. But remember, I don't edit my own videos. You know why? Because I don't have time to do that. And I'm going to show you why. Because I'm over here doing this stuff, man. I'm over here doing this. This is what I do during my day. Dear Chad, we spoke on the phone Monday. I want to get a sentence reduction for 20 years, God willing, but a sentence reduction period is appreciated. Big, long letter, right? So anyway, I pay my editor, man. And I pay him really well, I think. You know, he's in another country, but I usually pay anywhere between $1,250 to $1,500 a month. I also try to look out for the moderators on here, right? You guys may, I'm going to talk about it because it don't matter. Remember Certified? He's on here. He's hungry, no food. Like I got a hold of people. I got a hold of a church, some people in my city where, knew some family members where he was at. We took him over some food. He's paralyzed. For those of you that don't know, he's in a wheelchair. His mother's old. I'm like, look, dude, I can give you $200 a month if you want to be a moderator, dude. You got to work. Everything ain't free. I looked out for him in the beginning free. And, I pay some of these people, man, every month. I try to look out, try to do what I can. So let's say we pay, let's lowball it, $1,250, right? And then let's say we got 3 moderators that get paid 16, 8, let's say we spend about $2,000 a month on that, right? And we give away money. Now, remember, you got to pay taxes on this shit too. So really, man, I'm not really making much, man. I wish I was, because if I was, you know what they say, I can show you better than I can tell you. And they say, money changes people, right? Money does change people. But I make a pretty good living, doing legal work. So that's how I take care of my family. And those of you that don't know, the YouTube thing is therapeutic for me. But the last 2 weeks, man, I'm getting like messages from dudes that I've helped out. And I'm not going to say his name. And I see you just emailed me again. But I'm going to email you back. Like he's like yelling at me kind of on an email. Like, I don't know what you think. You think I'm just asking you for money? And I'm like, yo, bro, I was on a boat with my family on a vacation. And I didn't have internet access. When you guys would catch me on the lives or when the videos were playing, that's because I was on a certain part of the boat and once in a while it would work. Once in a while the shit would work, so I'd be able to like tag in and check out the YouTube channel. I don't know what it's going to cost me for the roaming, right? But dude's like pissed off at me. I'm like, and really I want to be like, hey, man, check this out, right? For real, man. I want to get out of pocket. Like, man, fuck you. How's that sound? Like, because I did help you, man. And you're inconsiderate. Just because I didn't respond to you doesn't mean that I'm thinking bad of you or I'm thinking ill of you. No, what I'm thinking is, hey, I don't have an opportunity to respond. I couldn't even read your email. That's why I didn't respond. And then you get plenty of people, man. They're like, yo, I need this, I need that. One person told me last year they needed whatever the newest PlayStation was for their son for Christmas, like $600 or something. I'm like, you need? Are you serious right now? You don't need that. Maybe if you needed $50 in food, we could help you out. But you don't need a PlayStation 55, whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I was thinking about shutting the channel down. I was going to end it the way that we started it, man, with that first video. And then I'm like, man, but I like doing what I do, man. I like doing this stuff. Then I feel bad asking for a book. I give out them books because I want to give them out when I got them, man. I'm not tripping on that stuff. Even the audio book paid over $6,000. And that was like outrageous. Like I got some issues with the people and I was going to sue them and all kinds of shit because they made me believe one thing and did another. Did I make the $6,000 back on the audio book? Fuck no, not even close. But you know what? God blesses me in different ways, man, where I'm able to, like I said, take care of my family. I was able to go on a cruise, right? The cruise isn't like fucking 10, 15 grand. It ain't like that. You spend what, 5, 6 grand and go on a cruise, go on a little vacation. Sometimes you deserve it. Sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need a break. And I ain't had one since I've been out. So I decided to take a break. Buy you a PlayStation. Yeah, I should have wrote back, said, damn, you ain't gonna get a PlayStation 55 too. You think you look out? If I had it and I was making 50, 60, dude, keep it at 100, I would probably live all right, but I'd still be modest, man. I know what it's like, man, to sleep on the floor. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to go to bed hungry at night. The stories that we talk about, I got all kinds of personal stories I can tell you. I can get on here and do all kinds of personal stories. But my point is not to gratify myself. My point is not to gratify my life. That's why I don't tell you all the stories of me in prison, because it's not about me. It's about us. It's about everybody. It's about, trying to do the right thing. We've done things on this channel that are, people are like, damn, we interviewed Troy Kell. Huh? We interviewed Troy Kell, who, you know what, man, got a raw fucking deal. You want the truth? You want it to be real? You want it to be raw? The dude got a raw deal, man. He was a kid, made the biggest mistake of his life, went to prison, went to an environment where, people are racist. And as white dudes attack me all the time. Oh, man, you ain't. Listen, man, I call it how it is. I call it how it is. I read all the documents in the Troy Kell case, documents that the public hasn't seen. Were they beefing on the door? Yeah, you put people in an environment where back then it was a racial environment. Blacks against whites, whites against blacks, Hispanics against blacks, Hispanics and whites teaming up. Yeah, that's it. That's what the system is. That's what prison is. We're talking about prison, right? People like prison content. You want real prison content or you want some bullshit? That's what it is. I remember walking in Big Sandy, going in the motherfucking laundry room. This black kid from South Carolina with dreads. I could see him right now. He's like, yo, that's the black washer. I'm like, what? The black washer. And you could tell this motherfucker didn't like white people, man. And he was just going out of his way to be on some tough guy shit. Going out of his way to be a tough guy. And I'm like, yeah, all right. Okay. Which one's the white one then? It's in the middle. It's being occupied. Like, talk to me like that. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I'm new. So I go figure out, what has to be figured out. But you know what? In the long run, dude really didn't like white people. But eventually, me and that dude became all right, man. We shared some things like, football, and he was an undercover Buffalo Bills fan. It turned out he was an all right dude, but this is what he grew up as. This was the culture that he grew up in. You know what I mean? This is what it was. Prison is a tough place, man. Prison is a dangerous place. When we talk about Troy Kell, man, they were both going at it, man. You'd be shocked at some of the stuff that dude was saying, some of the threats that had happened. And you know what? I lived in a situation like that where I was stabbed before in prison. You know why? I let the dude threaten me and get away instead of, doing what I needed to do then. And eventually I get stabbed in the back. Just missed my spine. Hit me with an ice pick. So yeah, when people are threatening you, this is prison, man. This is prison. This is prison life. People die in these places, man. People have reasons to kill. Oh, man, they should. Yeah, but you're around people that'll kill you if you don't kill them first. That's real prison shit. Flatbush, Brooklyn, what's up? Green Haven. I see your Bills beat my whole Bills hammered the Packers, man, for a little while. Then we kind of let them, Man, the Eagles look great, right? The Eagles look great. So now everybody that's been tuning in, we were out there on the street, right? We did some interviews. You guys want to know what happened with some of the girls, what happened with the kid whose mom got killed. The kid whose mom got killed, I went looking for that dude. Could not find him anywhere. The girl, Irina, the Russian girl, she called me 4 or 5 times. She called me 4 or 5 times like, yo, listen, I want to go to rehab. Got a bunch of text messages from her. I'm like, all right, listen, I can come get you. Are you ready? Hold on. I need an hour. Okay. Then I told her, hey, look, I need a little bit of time because she wasn't ready when I was ready. Long story short, I ended up going on that vacation. No more texts, no more nothing. I don't know if she lost her phone, whatever, but she was the only person that I think was on the verge of going. But we're going to go out and find some more. Another thing we were going to do, we're going to take you inside a trap house in New York. Man. That was all put together, planned, ready to go. And then dude balked at the last moment. I told him he could wear a mask. Just want to interview him, talk to him about, what it's like, talk to some of his customers while they're in there. That's what we were going to do. But he balked on that. That was when I said, we're going to do some big things. That's one of them. We got some other things, we got some other things going on that we're putting together too. So stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, I know King Don. We were in the same unit in Raybrook. I was Tech Selly. Email me, bro. I remember Tech. Tech was a good dude, Puerto Rican kid, right? Blood. Email me, man. Maybe I'll bring you on. I'm trying to think, man. Who the hell was Tech Selly at the time? I remember he had the little homie from Binghamton as a Selly. Yeah, man, you hit the like button. Some people took off, man. Maybe they didn't like that real talk, man. Maybe they want to talk some more about Takeoff, right? Takeoff, laying there, man. Let me ask you a question, man. I know I tried to do this before on here. Like when I was in my classes, I'd ask people, man. Mike D, what do you think, bro? You think he was laying there looking up at the sky like, wow, it's over with, man? All the shit I did, man, on that video, I talked about all the shit he did when he was a young man. How he looked up to Biggie Smalls and he was out there rapping and he had a plan, man. He stuck to his plan. And then he goes to a private party with a bunch of people that got money, a bunch of people just like him, but other people still trying to live that straight life, still trying to be a straight dude, right? And it looks like, Quavo gets in a beef. He starts working with the hands. And then the shots start ringing out. And he gets hit. Was he out there working with the hands, or was he just hit? I mean, that's his uncle. I'm sure once he started working, he was going to start working regardless, right? That's just how it works. I don't know, man. Some people might not respect this either, but where I'm from, keeping it real, when we were younger, man, if we were beefing with you, there wasn't no fair ones, man. In prison, in our car, we made clear we're sending 3-on-1. Ain't nothing fair, man. We ain't here for fair ones. We weren't. We're there to win. Jeff Bridenthal, I appreciate you, man. And I appreciate that comment for real. A Prisoner's Awakening, what's up, brother? I see you in here. Russell Leo, I need a book too. Okay, you want an audio book? Email me. We got over 100 likes. Email me. Mike D, I think he was thinking about his kids and mother and thinking of how his life just got fucked off, man. That's crazy. Who else needs an audio book, man? Let's go. My boys jump, I jump always. I mean, that's how the streets work, right? 166 people, man. If you can, hit that like button, man. Rest in peace. Brian Nally, you got a book. Email me. Donnell Pitt, I already know you got all kinds of blood under razor wire stuff supporting us. Bradley asked for one. Okay, Bradley, email me. You get a book. Snowman, he gave me a thumbs up. You get a book. You're getting audio books tonight. PJ Florida Vibes, yo, can I get one of those books, big bro? PJ Florida, you've been here a long time, man, rocking with us. You get a book. Let's go. Let's go. We got $150 on them likes. That's what's up. And this is the thing that's disappointing. You can have all the subs in the world, man. But if you ain't getting the views, you're like, damn. And I feel like we put out good content, man. And sometimes it's disappointing. What's the email? There it is right there. Big Country's going to hit it. Let me see. I'm going to pin that message, replace the pinned message. That's the email, folks. Email me tonight. I'll hit you up tomorrow. Russell Leo, you get a book. You got a book. You and your girl could sit back and listen to it. Now, listen, when you download this book, you have to have like Adobe or something. I don't know all that stuff, man. I told you, I'm not the editor, bro. But anyway, that's what it is. I show your videos with all my people. I love the positive message you promote. That's what's up. I appreciate you. You watched that video, Nightmare on Harvest Street? No. Much respect, Chad. You got the best podcast out. I appreciate you. Bill Lubbs, I love your content. You're a real mama. Okay. And just because you said I'm a real mama, I'm going to give you a free book too. There you go. Don't ask me either how that works. No, but Danielle said you got to get the Adobe or whatever. Sad, maybe you can weigh in. How do they download that book, the audio book? Some people that don't have iPhones were having issues downloading it. Well, sad, man. I hate to hear that you had a bad day. For real. But yeah, man, we can do all kinds of shit, man. Like, I'm versatile, man. You guys see it. Not the smartest dude in the world, but I'm educated enough to bring you the news, to do videos, to do interviews. I can tell, stories, scary stories like your boy, Mr. Beast, or whatever the hell his name is. I can do all that stuff, man. I have to download Adobe for the audiobook. Can I get a book, chat? I'm a Canadian brother. Brock, you got it. You got it. It happened in Rochester. Was it about the dudes with the weed? Richard Anderson? They killed all them people? I'm doing his case right now. Rob, we definitely appreciate you, man. Big shout out to Unique. Unique did a bunch of time. You guys remember we did that interview. Go check out Unique Mecca audio. I mean, he was there, man. He was in the danger zone. He's got some good stories. I want to also give a shout out to my boy, man, Mesa Reef. Remember we did that interview? People like, man, sometimes I put stuff in these comments and sometimes I put videos up at certain times and they go up at a different time. Like tonight I tried to do the live and the shit wouldn't give me the camera. I don't know. Have a UFC fight night one time, big dog. I got to learn some stuff. I'm going to start learning though, for real. I promise you I am. Mr. Beast, richest YouTuber. Mr. Bones, a great storyteller. Yeah, I can tell them stories like that. Okay. Tomorrow's a new start. Thanks, Harvey. Hate country. So anyway, man, Adam Talks Prison in the house. Go check him out. The Mesa interview was good. Go check out Mesa, man. Show that dude some love tonight. Hey, Chad, love your podcast. You're a natural light. Oh, by the way, I'm from Kentucky. I know it's not your favorite place. Actually, believe it or not, man, I really like Kentucky, man. When I went to prison in Kentucky, right, Here's something else that's real about prison. When I went to prison in Kentucky, there's a bunch of country boys up there, man. I'm coming from New York, and them dudes embraced me, man. And I had a dude over there I was real cool with, man, Bubby, rest in peace. I named my dog after him when I got out. His brother was an old country boy from Kentucky, man. And he died in prison, man, over a couple pills. Over a couple pills, he was in prison with a 20-year sentence, and he dies in prison. Got 11, 12 years in, man. He died in prison. And me and him they started selling stovetop stuffing on the commissary. I think I might have told you guys this before. I was the only dude in the whole prison with a microwave. Got me a microwave. He got me a microwave. Man said, you should die alone if you got the big arm. I feel you, bro. I feel you. But man, we were eating stovetop. They had these instant mashed potatoes, which I bought at my house, the same ones. I feed them to the babies. They like them. They're like, but anyway, man, that's what it is, man. And you know what? You haven't done a live in a while. I apologize. We'll start getting the lives back up. I don't want to shut the YouTube channel down, but I can't let it overtake, man, my family. And it takes a lot of time, man. When I put a story together, like I have to pull stuff off and read stuff, paperwork, that shit costs money. It takes time. And, I don't some people think I just read a story that I found on the internet. 99% of the time, I write my own stories, man. So what you're hearing, it took me an hour and a half, 2 hours to write. I used to write for criminal legal news, prison legal news. So what's up, Chad? Terrence Gangster Williams? I know the name. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't want to shut it down, bro. I like doing it, man. I'm just really hopeful. And people think, man, if you go on this channel, man, you're going to blow up. Dude, I've been on some of the biggest channels, man. Larry Lawton, 1090 Jake, looked out for us. Big shout out to him. You guys know I like that dude, right? I don't know, but he's a good dude. He's got a whole lot more money than me, man, but he reminds me of like a little brother or something, man, for real. But definitely a good dude. Chad, and he's a journalist, man. People are like, oh, man, he's this and he's that. Man, the man is a journalist. He's good at what he does. He got great at it. Chad, do whatever you have to do. YouTube isn't the priority. Keep your head up, bro. Definitely appreciate that too. More than you ever know. What's up with them Knicks? Man, I don't know, but I seen this hat in New York, and I'm like, damn, man, the Yankees lost. I got to rock me a Knicks hat, right? But anyway, man, I'm a big New York fan, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? But I thought you guys were getting tired. I didn't want to rub in, man, how great the Buffalo Bills are with another Buffalo Bills hat tonight. But I'm sure, we could come up with a few very soon. We need to stop hating on it. 100%, man. 100%. Gave my book to my homie who just got out, bro. He's at the halfway house and said there's a line to read it. I told him it's fire. That's what's up, Mikey. I appreciate you, big dog. But anyway, listen, man. How about them Seahawks? I don't know, man. How about them Bills and them Eagles, man? Holy shit. But anyway, all right, so check this out. If you want, man, you guys can hit up Jay Williams. Tell him I will do his boy's clemency petition for free. Not a problem, man. Definitely appreciate him. I appreciate his message. Really a good dude, man. You know what I'm saying? Be more in the house. I love when Be More dudes come in. Remember the Nickel Boys? I did a case for one of the Nickel Boys. And as soon as we win this case, I might do a story on his case. Let's start doing some stories on some of these cases. Would you guys like that? Do you think that would be interesting? How about them Commanders? Holy shit. Man, they should have kept their old name, bro. No matter who got pissed off. He just came home from 23 years with the feds. Tell him to hit me up, man. The picture of the boys. Donnell Pitt, man. Thank you for sending that with that app. He's got my boys on there rapping. He took the little picture with their Buffalo Bills thing on, and they're like, you can't touch us. He even gave him teeth. Charlie has 2 teeth. Chase doesn't have no teeth right now. But Charlie's got 2 little teeth, and, he will bite you. Chase likes to pull hair. I ain't got much hair to pull, man, but sometimes I ain't going to show you guys a whole wig, Well, I've been on here without a hat on, but anyway, he likes to pull hair. But what's tonight, man? Tonight is the night what? You tell your son that you love him, man. Tonight's the night, man, you tell your daughter that you love her. It's November. We're getting ready to get into the holidays, man. Lonely times for some people, man. Lonely times. But let your kids know that you love them, man. Be the best dad, be the best mother, be the best brother, the best uncle that you could be, man. That's what it's about. So now you guys all know, man, your boy made $3,300 on YouTube. I ain't here for the money, man. I mean, it'd be great if we made it because I'll definitely show you, like I said, I can show you better. I can tell you money does change people. but we would do a lot of big things over here. We would help people out. Hey, Chad, were you locked up with any key mafia guys? Yes, definitely, of course. I was with Silent Dom. I was with Charlie. What the hell was Charlie's last name? Corsamiglia. I was with the mafia cops, both of them. Steve Caracappa was my cellie for about 5 days a week. Brian Nally needs some advice. Email me, bro. But anyway, man, listen, we've been on here for a little bit tonight. I appreciate everybody. If you like what we're doing, man, do us a favor tonight. Share your favorite video out there. Let's get this thing rocking. I'd like to get 100,000 subscribers by Christmas. We get one of them plaques and put it back. And I'm like, yeah, man. You know, even if we're only making a couple dollars, you know what I mean? Jay Prince Jr. gave the green light. I've seen some of that stuff, but you know, I don't really want to comment on shit that I don't know for sure, but I seen that. Okay, Danielle Perron, what's up? We ain't seen you in a while. But listen, man, nothing but love for everybody, man. Have a good night. Let your kids know that you love them, man. Hug them, kiss them, man. Put them in a headlock, man. Throw a football with them tomorrow. Rake up the leaves if you live on the East Coast. Throw them in a pile of leaves, man. Have a good time and just be the best father you could be, man. You know, every day there's temptations, but ain't nothing worth your freedom, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. Until tomorrow, hit Jay Williams up. Until tomorrow, man, we're out with respect.